They gotta have something for the 6th of May. You know, because May 4th, Tuesday, that was Star Wars Day. May the 4th do it. And then it's Cinco de Mayo. And then now we're just left with what a normal Thursday.
It's my birthday.
Is it your birthday today?
Mm-hmm.
Happy birthday!
Yeah.
18?
That's a special day.
That is a special day.
Mm-hmm.
Well, happy birthday. 18 today?
Yes.
Okay, good for you. Did you go out and buy a lottery ticket yet?
No.
That's what I did my first birthday.
Really?
I chose lottery ticket or cigarettes, and I chose lottery ticket. You know.
I mean, that's a good choice.
Yeah, it was a good choice. You know,
Yeah.
say no to
I
smoking.
didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I forgot I could do that now.
Oh yeah.
I do that for one.
Can you gamble at
Lot-
18?
Lottery and gambling is 18. Yeah.
That's
Well, some casinos you have to be 21.
If they say
go
yeah.
into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or into certain parts of it, or yeah. Mhm. All right, so classify the conic, find me the key parts, and then graph it. So first off, we should figure out what it is. Okay? What is it? It's a hyperbola, because we got squared minus squared. And hyperbola is the only one of those that has a subtraction sign in it. So it is a hyperbola. So that means it's going to take up the form x minus h quantity squared all over a squared minus y minus k quantity squared all over b squared equaling 1. Okay. Because the x squared comes first. If in the actual equation, if the y squared comes first, then it would be the other one. Okay? So that's a left and a right opening hyperbola. So the very first thing we're going to do then is we're going to separate stuff out. So we got 16x squared minus 96x. I'm going to leave a little bit of a gap. Minus 9y squared plus 36y. Leave a little bit of a gap. Equals 36. Okay. So now I've got to look there, but first I've got to factor out a 16. So that would get me there. That opens up my box that I've got to fill. So I look at my b value. It's -6. I divide it by 2. Gives me -3. And I square it. And that gives me 9. So I'm going to add 9 there. But really, what am I adding? How much am I really adding to the left side? Oh, yeah. I do have to add it to the other side, but how much do I have to add to the other side to even? Good job, Dieters. Got to add 144 to the other side. Because it's inside the parentheses, and the parentheses being controlled by 16. Okay? Then I'm going to move on to this one. I'm going to factor out a -9. It'll leave me with y squared minus 4y. And that's going to give me another box. That I've got to fill. So again, go over. So b now is -4 divided by 2 is -2. Square it is +4. But now I've imbalanced my equation again. So what do I have to add to the other side to get it back into balance? William? No. Good. Negative 36. Because it's being controlled by negative 9. Okay? So I have to subtract 36.
And where did the 144 come
Because it's 9 times 16.
from?
Because the 9 is inside the green parentheses.
Yeah, I get that.
And 16 is controlling. Okay? So all told, this is equal to 144. Okay? So green parentheses becomes 16 times x minus 3 quantity squared. Orange parentheses become minus 9 times the quantity y minus 2 quantity squared. And that's going to equal 144. Hyperbolas are set equal to 1 from my way back, my original equation or my general equation. So I got to divide both sides here, or divide all the parts here by 144. So my equation is x minus 3 quantity squared divided by 9 minus y minus 2 quantity squared divided by 16 is equal to 1. Center. Center. 3, 2. Fill the box, left and right. 3, the left and right 3. Up and down 4. Draw the box. Draw in your asymptotes. Since it opens left and right, that means our vertices are the left side and the right side. So that would be vertices of 0, 2 and 6, 2. That's going to allow us to draw it in. We can then find the asymptotes. The slope of the asymptotes is going to be plus or minus b, which is 4, over a, which is 3. We got it nice because the edge of the box is on the y-axis. So this one down here has a y-intercept of -2. This one up here has a y-intercept of 6. So the two equations are y equals positive 4/3 x. That's this one. So that would have a y-intercept of -2. And then negative 4/3 x have a y-intercept of positive 6. Foci are next. Pythagorean theorem. A squared is 9. B squared is 16. 9 plus 16 is 25. So C is 5. So if I go left and right 5, I would get my foci from the center. Three minus 5 is -2, 2. 3 plus 5 is 8. And there's everything that we need. Questions, comments, concerns, clarifications? Yes, sir.
Could you scroll up one more time?
That's all we have. All right. So, 4 things to get done this weekend, 4 things to accomplish. First off, you've got the purple worksheet, worksheet 30, week 33's worksheet. Okay? So that can be done now. Again, you're probably going to need to have some extra space to work on, or some extra, another sheet, I should say, to show all of your work for the front side. Okay? Front side, you need to identify all 10 of those conic sections and then put them in that particular conic section's standard form. Then on the back side, I'm asking you to graph one parabola from the front side and give me the vertex, the axis of symmetry, the directrix, and the focus. One circle from the front side, give me the center and the radius. One ellipse from the front side, give me the center, the vertices, the 2 foci. Okay? And one hyperbola from the front side. Center, 2 vertices, 2 foci, 2 aspects, along with the graphs. Okay? On those back sides, those are the only ones that you have to find all those extra points to. Okay? You don't have to find all the extra points for every single one of them unless you want the extra practice. Okay? And then that worksheet is due Sunday night, 11:59, like normal. On top of that, we have a quiz for this week. It's your last quiz for Algebra 3. Okay? So quiz 9E is open. People have already taken it. So that can be taken again Sunday night, 11:59 p.m. Third thing, if you checked out a textbook at the beginning of the year, bring that back whenever you're ready for it. If it's not back, by the 20th of May, I'm going to charge you $50 for it. Okay? So they're originally, I think to replace them now, they're like $66 or something like that, which has come down a little bit, but so we just charge them $50 because they're used. Okay? And then lastly, I would really like to, in the schedule of things, I would really like to get the grade book all finalized and ready to go. So if you have missing work that you intend on turning in at some point in time because you lost a coin flip or because your parents really want you to do, and be as best you can be, get me that as soon as possible. I will tell you that I will accept any and all missing work up until 3 o'clock on May 20th. Okay, that's your last day of school. May 20th is a Thursday, so that's 2 weeks from today. Okay, all right. Looking ahead, your final will be next week. Part 1 of your final will be next week, their next weekend, I should say. It'll be opened after class on next Thursday. You'll have the weekend to do part 1 of the final, which is the online part of the final. The following Monday, the 17th of May, is your written final. Okay? So you guys will take it in class written. The people at home will take it during that same amount of time frame. So we have all the time frames for it. Okay? And then that gives me Tuesday to get them graded. So I can grade them, get them back to you so that Wednesday and Thursday we can talk about grades going into